Hello YouTube. We've done the trailer hitch. We've done the UJ, reconditioned the UJ. I've now covered it up with a UJ boot from an Audi, I do believe, with lots of grease in there. And also the extra rubber goes to the back to the trailer. Was from a trailer place for trailer hitches. Strangely enough, it took me ages to find that. But yeah, that's now all covered up, looking pretty, and it's also practical and keeps it protected from the elements. So anyway, so we've got the side of the trailer. It's starting to look a little bit tired, and there's all sorts of things like little cracks, and they've got these bolts and holes, and I will never get this down to a really nice, pretty finish in gloss black. It'll just show up everything. It'll just look horrible. So I thought, can I cover this up? Could I take a piece of plywood, which I just happen to have a load of it for nothing. It cost me nothing to get the plywood. It's from an old cupboard. Take a bit of plywood, cut it out, and nail it to the side. Glue and nail it to the side, or glue and screw it to the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I made these, or this. This is the first one. The other one's on the other side. But that looks brilliant, doesn't it? I just think it looks different. It jazzes it up. It makes it look a lot cleaner. This is from Halloween stock. And if I want to, I can paint it and do an art piece over the top. So it works. So I'm going to show you how I made that. So let's get on with it. Right, so what we got was we got our bit of plywood. And what we did is we put it up on this corner here. We just squared it off first, and I drew a line on the outside just to marry up with this corner here. So then when I put it into place, there's a little bit of a margin around the edges, but my main work can go on there. And the main work is one of these. Now, this year's pickings for Halloween has been rubbish. It's been terrible. But I found these in the supermarket place, and they are made from MDF on printed, which MDF with the weather will expand, so we'll have to concentrate on protecting it from the elements. But it basically means I can glue it to that panel, and it's job done near enough. But these cost 79 pence. 79p. 79p. Anyway, on this side, I've already cut it to shape and matte blacked it. I also matte blacked it at that side, and if you notice, it's gloss. The reason it's gloss is I put a couple of coats of clear coat on the back, so I can concentrate on this side without having to turn it over and clear coat this side. So this clear side's already set and ready to basically glue into place. So once we get this all together, I'll show you what I do next. Right, so we've got the basic board, and we've got our set piece there. Right, I've checked that this is exactly the same size as this, and I've got a ruler. Now what I need to do is I need to get this almost in the same position as this one. So we look at the sides, and that is 9 and a bit, and this should be 7.3. So if we go 7.3, just slide it into position about there. 7.3. And the other side should be 7.3. So this should be exactly centre. Just about there. About there. It doesn't actually have to be 100%, that's about there. Now the top edge is where we need to get this straight. So what we do, move these out of the way, is from the top edge, we're looking at 3.5, we're looking at just under 3.5, so the top we're going 3.5 is bang on, so basically you've got to just square that up. That should be 3.5 there, 3.5, 3.5, just under 3.5, so basically these two sides are ever so slightly out, so 3.5, 3.5, under 3.5, 3.5, so basically just reposition it ever so slightly. It looks to be square, and then what we do is we mark the corners. So let's double check exactly where we need it. And what we do is do a line all the way down, just mark out, because this is going to be glued and painted anyway. There we go, we can take that off, redo the measuring, 7.2, 7.2, just under 3.5. Yeah, just under. Well, that's because of the line. So that is where it needs to be. And it does look about right. Just check this corner. 3.5. Just check this corner. 3.5. That is bang on where it needs to be. And basically, what we need to do is to glue the board down. So I've got some no more nails, or hard as nails, which we can do, and we just basically squidge it in. That should do it. So we take our board and pop it in and squish down. Now, because this board is ever so slightly warped, I'm going to put some bricks on it. Bit of polythene on the top. And what we'll do is that is in place. It is not going to move. Yep, that's bang on. It's bang on, bang on. Pop some bricks on the side there, on the side there, and just weight it down. On there, weight it down with the polythene protecting it, and just give it about an hour, because that means we can do the next bit in an hour's time. So 1 hour, I'll get back to you. Because the bricks, what the bricks do is they hold down the corners, and basically the corners are still lifted ever so slightly, but we've basically got it in place and it's been sat for an hour. And what we're going to do is going to pipe along the edges like so. There we go. And what we do is take a wet finger and we just basically smooth it off like so. We're pushing it into the edges as well. This is to create a seal around the edges. I think that needs a little bit more. About there. A little bit of water, push it in, pull it back, push it into the corners, like so. And we do that all the way around. Get the corners. And then what we do is we take a sponge and basically clean it off. Make it nice and smooth. Clean off the board. Make sure we get it all off the edges. Basically we're smoothing it down. A little bit too much there. Get rid of that. And then what we do is we basically get a fresh towel. What we do is take a towel and basically just clean it off to the edges. should be enough for good enough basically. All it is gone into the divots of the wood, so it'll make it smoother. Take our polythene, and what we do is we put, as you see, I've taken quite a lot of excess there, and press it down on the corners, and you leave it. There you go. For 24 hours. That is perfect. 24 hours. Don't touch it. Leave it as is.